Hello everyone, and welcome to Dead Internet Chronicles, where I observe and react to what I perceive to be a complex collection of chatbot chaos. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe so that the algorithm can help me grow my channel. Please do be aware that the themes discussed in this video may be dark and unconventional, and my narration is not explicitly an endorsement. That being said, let's get started. So today's video is going to be a very 90s, 2000s style website. I found a really cool website that lets you search for websites that were made in the 90s and 2000s. So today we're going to be looking at the Haunted Chicago Paranormal Research and Investigation website. And as you can tell, there's a very tacky design. You don't see backgrounds like this really anymore in web design at all. Or at least I don't. It's very, very basic nowadays. These were very graphically intense. And I can't say that I really like it. I think it looks tacky. It looks silly, but it fits that time frame. It fits that era of whatever. So it's a black background, and Haunted Chicago is pretty much a hollow font with a white stroke, which really doesn't blend well with the background. It's kind of hard to see what it says. I know it because of the website name, the domain name, the URL, but would I have known if I wasn't wearing glasses and my eyesight was a little bad, which is the case right now. That's why I make so many mistakes in my videos, is because my eyesight is pretty poor. But we've got Haunted Chicago Paranormal Research and Investigation, and we've got a photo. I wonder if it'll let me open up the full photo. It won't, but I can zoom in. So we've got grove1s.jpg. And I don't know what we're supposed to be looking at here. It looks like a cemetery of sorts, but I don't see anything paranormal within the cemetery. I just don't. It's creepy. Don't get me wrong. It's very creepy. But I don't really see much, so we'll move on. We'll go to our mission. What is the mission of Haunted Chicago? Haunted Chicago presents evidence of inexplicable activity uncovered in our own investigations in the Chicagoland area, as well as the first-hand accounts of others. Our goal is to conduct investigations and present results in as consistently scientific a manner as possible, a method unlike that which you will find with most other paranormal research organizations on the internet. What you must know. These pages are the work of open-minded people committed to the facts. We are open to the notion that some things are not explainable by current science. We investigate this paranormal phenomenon for our own personal interest, as well as to assist those in need and document our findings where feasible in a scientific manner for others to examine. We do not pretend to understand or explain things that no one understands. We have, however, experienced things which lead us to believe that there is more going on around us than that which is obvious and apparent in everyday life. Some people refuse to believe in the existence of paranormal activity. Some people believe implicitly in the paranormal without personal experience. All we can do is relate to you what we are able to see, hear, and feel firsthand. We will provide proof when available, although we cannot conduct experiments per se because of the inability to control the paranormal. We feel that it is our scientific approach and commitment to the facts that make this site worthy of your attention. And that was from Mike on October 5th, 1998. That was a long time ago, folks. And then they've got a little mail option here where you can email them and send them a message. I wonder if that email address is still being checked regularly. Because it says 1998 to 2002. HauntedChicago.com, all rights reserved. Was that when they were active? Are they not active anymore? So how is their website still up? That's all I want to know. Like, what's going on there? So then we've got investigations. Click here to learn more about our no-charge paranormal investigative services. Pictures. Anomalous photos from our investigations, picture-taking tips, examples of hoax images. Experiments. Information on experiments that we have conducted during our investigations. New experiment developed. Locations. Photo documentary of some of the sites that we have investigated, mostly daytime pictures, no anomalies. Equipment. List of equipment used on paranormal investigations, how it works, things to watch for, how to get the best results. Research. Research on paranormal hypothesis, debunking the myths. Facts. Frequently asked questions about paranormal phenomenon, our investigations, and this website. Reports. Report from our investigators. News. Information about upcoming investigations, recent findings, etc. Stories. Personal accounts of paranormal activity, law enforcement interests in our quests, your submissions. Members. Information on the members of Haunted Chicago. Links. Internet links to reputable paranormal investigators and link sites. Site map. Text view of the website. So those are the different pages we have on Haunted Chicago. So let's meet the members. We've got Josh, Mark, Mike, and Monty. So these are just mail to links. They're not actual descriptions of who they are, which saves my breath a little bit of time. So hopefully those folks can show some cool stuff. Let's go to pictures. I want to learn about some pictures. Not really learning, but you know what I mean. Our goal at Haunted Chicago is to attempt to provide evidence of the existence of paranormal phenomenon, not to fill a website with pictures of naturally explainable, quote, ghosts. We will call into serious question the validity of any potential evidence that we encounter as scientists do, and will attempt to explain away as natural every bit of this evidence where possible. In many cases, there are no natural explanations. These cases from the basis of what we believe to be the evidence of paranormal activity. So let's look at some of these pictures. I don't know. This is from 1999. And this is in Bachelor's Grove Cemetery in Illinois. And then there's this, which is fairly creepy. I'm not going to lie. Like, if you just look at that, it gives a very uneasy feeling. Very unsettling, you know? Like, it's like kind of like Blair Witch in a way. It's almost like analog horror, you know? This is like some early analog horror back whenever it was like being born. And then we've got another photo of the sheet from a worse angle. It doesn't capture the same sense of dread, I don't believe. Fence orb. There's the orb right there. But, you know, I feel like those are just bugs, you know, and I feel like they probably mentioned that somewhere, but segmented orb. That one's creepy. But that could also just be a bug. I don't know much about ghost hunting. You know, I used to want to get into it, but I'm too much of a wimp to do that. I toured one state hospital once that was abandoned, and it was pretty cool. I got this eerie feeling while I was there, And I want to explore that more, but there's not a lot of cool spots around me. You know, you have to travel for like 2 to 3 hours to get to any cool spots. So I just haven't had many opportunities to. But yeah, forgive me for not knowing how ghost hunting really works. You know, if there are explanations as to why that's not a bug, then I apologize. I don't want to discredit the work of Josh and Mark. Now, that being said, let's move on to this other one. This is 1999 in Mount Tabor Cemetery in Crystal Lake, Illinois. And it's a solid orb. That does look like a solid orb. If that was the moon, it'd be awfully low. And I figured they'd probably see that the moon was there. So that is a really cool picture, though. I really love the composition of it. It'd be really good as a black and white one. Distant orb. Yeah, old cemeteries just give me the heebie-jeebies. I tell you, like, something about them just doesn't sit right with me. But there is this orb off in the distance. So we got a faint orb, and I don't really see it. You know, I see some strange things like right there. Is that the orb? I don't know if that's the orb they're talking about. The segmented orb. It kind of looks like a heart. That's cool. Alright, so that was Josh and Mark's pictures. Let's look at Mike's pictures. Oh, he's got a lot of pictures. We're not going to look at all of them. We're just going to look at a few. And that doesn't work. I don't think this guy is as good a photographer as the other guy. So I'm not going to look at his pictures. Josh and Mark were lit, but Mike is not. Alright, so what about frequently asked questions? Care to swap links? We'll link to you if you agree to link to us. Ha 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 ha. When I first started this website, I would come across cool sites and link to them because I respected them. I would then ask them if they would consider linking back to me. Notice I provided a link to them first, no strings attached, and the reciprocal link was their option. If they thought my site sucked and didn't put up a link to my site, it was okay because I liked their site anyway, and I'd leave the link to their site up regardless. Please don't write to me asking if we'd agreed to reciprocal links. If you don't show the initiative, the answer will be no. Care to swap links part 2. I haven't updated this site in ages, but in this case, I'll make an exception. Do not link to us if you're going to pester me for a link back. I will link back to you if I like your site, when I get around to it. The moment I receive a second email from you wondering when we're going to get around to adding your link, it's over. If you check up on me and hassle me, I will never add a link to your site. That's just a time capsule of the early 2000s internet right there. Whenever Google search results were all about links. That's crazy. It's crazy that everything is so different now. Like, everything's run by an algorithm. But I guess it always was, just the algorithm is more advanced now. How can I join the Haunted Chicago organizations? Does the HCPRI team allow visitors on investigations? Can you tell me how to get to a particular site that HCPRI has investigated? Can you provide additional information about a particular location or about your investigative techniques? Sorry, what we post is what we can provide. That's a good answer. How can anomalous images that are invisible to the naked eye show up on video cameras? What is infrared light? Where can I study to become a professional paranormal investigator? Do you offer ghost tours? Isn't that just dust on your lens? No, it's not. We wouldn't dedicate an entire website to a bad photos, although some people make a lot of money selling CD-ROMs with just this on them. What was the last time anybody used a CD-ROM? That's what I want to know. CDs are cool, but CD-ROMs? I don't know. Let's look at news. Let's see if they're still active. The last time they were active was 2000. And it was just telling us that they updated the website. Alright, and that is going to be it for today's video. Go check out hauntedchicago.com for yourself, because there are a lot of rabbit holes you could probably fall down on this website, including the links section that we didn't even look at, but I wonder if half of those links still work. But yeah, check out this for yourself, and let's have a discussion. Do you believe in ghosts? I know I do. And I don't know why. I don't know what the explanation is, but I know that I've had a lot of freaky stuff happen in my lifetime that cannot be explained by anything else. That's all I gotta say about that. But please leave a comment down below. Do you believe in ghosts? What do you think ghosts are? Why do you think ghosts exist? Anyway, that being said, I hope you have a good night or a good day whenever you are watching this, and I thank you for watching, and goodbye.